Yeah. Blazing brakes. Turn the volume up. Ha. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to Blazing Breaks, where the fire don't stop. Cases on the table, hear the rappers go pop. Live on the cam, whole crew in the chat. Every pull feel heavy when the hits go back to back. Football, baseball, hoops in the mix. From rookies to legends, yeah, we rip all the hits. Short prints, color autos on deck. If it's heat in the box, best believe we detect. Blazing Breaks, let it rip, let it burn. Big hits, big fire, every pack or turn. If you chasing that heat, if you want them pulls, you already know. Blazing Breaks. Rule. Random teams, player spots, everybody in, sleeves ready, top loaders. When the fire begins, no games, no fluff, just the real deal break. When we say it's blazing, yeah, that heat ain't fake. Yeah, crowd go crazy when the monsters appear. Yeah, chat blowing up when the big names clear. If it's case hit season, we the ones on call. Blazing Breaks, stand tall. We rip it all. Blazing Breaks, let it rip, let it burn. Big hits, big fire, every pack or turn. If you chasing that heat, if you want them pulls, you already know. Blazing Breaks, roll. This is Blazing Break.
Yeah.
If you're here for the fire,
Remember, your 101s also count as downtowns. What's up? Listen, we do have, in my opinion, one of the nicest baseball mixes I've put up in a while. And again, you know I'm a fan of the unlicensed, but it has Stadium Club in it too. And the reason I mixed Stadium Club, I have 4 boxes left. But I was like, I know it's dry, but there's some big cards in Stadium Club. It's dry by itself. 2024 Prism continues to go up. Skeens Autos in there, some great stuff. 25 Donruss, and then we also have 4 of the Topps hangers, which if you haven't been following it, hangers or bangers status still holds for Top Series 1. Of course, you got to open a lot, but there's some hidden gems in there too. It's only $25 a spot. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in here. If it doesn't fill tonight, if it fills tonight while I'm up doing some things, I'll be up for a little bit. Been a little bit of a crazy week here, so I'm going to try to get caught up here. But I'll put that in the chat here. There's the link for that. It's only $25 a spot, and I am going to give away a fantasy spot with it. I haven't announced it yet because I want to run the other 2 before I promise any other ones. But I'm going to tell you straight up, I am going to do that. So good luck to everybody. Listen, we can always pull more than one. Most of these boxes, I got 5 at a time from different places online. I bought them full retail online, but I figured if I buy 5 from a bunch of different places, we can always hit extras. So hopefully maybe we have a chance for more than one downtown, but I'll take one. We were back on our case hit bullshit this week with the Starcade, so let's keep it going. And both of our serial numbers breaks today were good too. So we're going to do some more of those tomorrow. I know a lot of people like those. Cheap way to get in. Some baseball, maybe even some... What up, Nick D? Maybe even some football ones as well. All right, Mason Taylor, Caleb Johnson. So much activity. There's a cool Brock Purdy, captain in charge. Eric Dickerson. So much activity going on. Kyler Murray released today. Kenneth Walker. Kyler Murray is told he's going to be released with no trade. Same thing with Kenneth Walker at the start of the season. Obviously, David Montgomery yesterday, I think it was, getting traded to the Texans. There's a Jalen Lane. Fred Warner. You like your teams? Who'd you get? I didn't even look. We ran them up so quick, and as soon as Jamie said, let's rip, I'm like, I'm down. I've been waiting to rip all night. I was up in bed with my wife. RJ Harvey, and hey, there's a Blue Jackson dart for the Giants. Steven Kibler. There we go. All right, who did you get? Nick D, you got yourself the Panthers and the Dolphins. Oh, hold on. I got to show you something. Hopefully this doesn't trigger. I have to show you this because it reminds me of old school here.
I have a question for you. What is your greatest accomplishment?
We came in 4th.
Hold on, just listen.
Last year.
Wrong. Your greatest accomplishment is happening in 2 hours when this bill becomes law. Yay!
Just what?
You'll be very proud of yourself.
Ah, it's not showing it.
This bill is going to start a long romance between the city and its government. Porpoise call!
What's that make you think of?
What are you doing?
Porpoise call. Come on, that's funny. If you weren't around to know the dolphin call, And since Nick has the Dolphins and he pointed out he has them, I had to show her Dolphin call. Mine's much better. Trey Amos, TJ Sanders, and a blue Tez Johnson. It's been a while since we had a Dolphin call. If we get a Dolphins downtown, I'll do an epic Dolphin call. Jamie loves the Dolphin call. All right, here we go. Juwan Jennings. You ready to hear how much I hate Brandon Beane? Do you want to know the big rumor floating around Bills camp? The big transition move we're going to make? Fucking Alec Pierce from the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to go get Alec Pierce from the Colts. Big moves coming. I hate Brandon Beane. I hate everything about like Tyler Lockett. I like those inserts. DJ Giddens. And how about Kyle McCord for the Philly Eagles going out to Corey Kelly. Mine's better than, what's her name? Nope. Oh, what is her name? I listen to it all the time. Leslie Nope. So listen, I haven't watched Parks and Rec in a while. I worked my way through all the Office Superfan episodes again. Every time they put out a new season, I would work my way through them. And again, I just listened to them while I'm sorting and stuff. Then I went through Seinfeld, and I went through Seinfeld again. And I was like, you know what? I haven't watched Parks and Rec for a while. And it's okay. It's something to fall asleep to. But I'm telling you what, it doesn't hold like I thought it would. It's fallen really far down on my list of sitcoms that I think is great. I threw some other ones in too that I was like, eh. I think I watched How I Met Your Mother recently. That was okay. Yeah, but there's still other guys. There's Mike Evans. There's a Colston Loveland. There's gonna be some guys to go get, and there's gonna be guys in trades to go get. Just give up. Listen, we suck. Again, something Brandon Beane's not good at. We suck at drafting. We're horrible at drafting. We have drafted 7 wide receivers since we had Josh Allen. The best one we drafted was Shakir. That's the only one. And that's not even a great dude. He was made great by Josh Allen. Jedi Barron, Broncos, Hollow, Denver, going out to Dougie. And I just don't get how you're like, oh, we really need these first-round picks, these second-round picks. Trade them. Go get a stud. And I was not that guy. Last year, I'm singing a completely different tune. Tez Johnson and Emanwari for the Seahawks. Seattle going out to Cameron Cook. And I sang a very different tune. We don't need we don't need that guy. Josh Allen is good enough, which I believe he is. But I'll be damned if one of our receivers gets hurt. Oh, I started watching King of Queens. That's what I did just start watching, and I forgot. I was like, what did I watched like half a season. Arthur's great, dude. But you know what? Let me ask you this. What's better? Everyone Loves Raymond, or is it Everybody or Everyone Loves Raymond? Or King of Queens? And I know there's some crossover there. There's a Travion. Ooh, we got our laser coming up here. Penix and Drake London. A lot of rumors that Atlanta's going after a QB for Bijan, Travion Henderson, and Ezaraku. This is that Teal Velocity, I think it's called. These are case hits, SSPs. But wish it was a better name, but they go for big money on the big names. King of Queens is better. Because I like, what's his name? Doug Heffernan. Ooh, another Jackson Dart. Doug Heffernan, Kevin James. Ray Romano's dry, and I think his humor is pretty funny because of how dry he is. Kyle McCord. Hey, look at that. Giants. Kibler getting some nice stuff there. Jackson Dart with the rookie phenom. It's a dart break. I'd have a dart. King of Queens is probably better. I think it was my dad. He was here sorting one day, and he goes, this show's just unrealistic. I think it was my dad. This show's unrealistic. Like, that guy could never get that girl. I was like, I mean, he's funny. Humor wins, right? Caleb Johnson Blue. I like to believe that helps. It just cracked me up. Big shout out to Papa Dukes. Him and Ma Dukes are on a cruise right now. A little carnival action. They needed it. They deserve it. They've worked very hard their whole lives. Non-stop. Always taking care of other people. But Kyler done the NFL now has Elf on the Shelf. I mean, Kyler to Pittsburgh. Kyler's gonna go somewhere. The fact is, he got paid way too much guaranteed money. And Jason and I talk about this a lot. There's a nice Cam Ward. We'll get back to that in a minute. When these young guys get guaranteed money, I just think that there's a Shedeur Sanders, Cleveland Browns, Kevin. I think that the motivation goes out the window. They try to put some like accountability, protocols in there with him. Only so many. He had to watch so much footage. That was deemed discriminatory, and so they had to pull that back. But it's like, dude, if I go to work and they're like, you have to do this, it's like, okay, I have to do that to keep my job. They're like, no, you can't do that to NFL players. They make too much money. Quinshaw Judkins, Luther Burden with the throwback. You think he's going to the Jets? I mean, listen, the Jets have like a lot of first round picks the next 2 years. 5, I think, total. Yeah, Wes, you were worried about with all the stuff going on in Mexico there for a while. Jacoby Myers, hollow. I have seen Rashid Shaheed connected to the Bills. I would take that, but it still feels like Damian Martinez for the Hawks. Blue. Tyler Loop. And how about a Jaden Daniels second-year patch there? Going out to Washington. John Stevener. I know you'll take that one too. I know. You know what the difference is? I was thinking of this today, honestly, when I was listening to this on the radio about Kyler Murray getting like let go and stuff. I think the number one thing you kind of have to start to find out about these players is what's more important to them, winning. And I think that's a hard thing to like decipher because of course they want to win, but where's the authentic desire to win? As a Cam Miller, Derek Harmon, blue. The authentic desire to win, like championships are more important than anything to me, right? I want to have a legacy as opposed, I want to have a legacy ingrained in football as opposed to a financial legacy. I think you can do both, right? I think you can. But you don't have to be the highest paid quarterback or wide receiver, Kenneth Grant. But I think when they're coming into the league so young, and here's a thought too. Does NIL start to give people like the young athletes less? I mean, everyone wants to make as much money as they possibly can. I don't think there's anything wrong with that in its own right. Like you should want to make money. But if a guy's coming into the NFL and he's already made $60 million, like Arch Manning or, can he maybe cool his jets on how much he needs on his second contract after an early pick and say, hey, I'm going to help build a legacy here and take super team-friendly contracts? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about it, but this, like, the money they gave Dak and then let go of, like, Micah Parsons because they didn't want to pay him what he wanted. Tyler Warren. And there's a Cam Ward blue. That'll play. Jay Pierce. Nice card there. Where do you think Kenneth Walker goes? Who needs a running back the most? Especially now they dropped, like, Algier is gone. Houston picked up somebody. Algier could be picked up as a good, like, he's like, reminds me of, like, Ray Davis in a way. I don't think people know a lot about Ray Davis. But if James Cook went out, I trust Ray Davis to carry the load. Quinshaw Judkins blue. Nice one there. Well, yeah, Wes, and like when you say that, it's like now, I don't know if it's the teams doing this or players doing this. I don't ever remember growing up, right? Like watching so many players out on a Sunday. Like just constantly 2-3 weeks. I think the temporary IR has really hurt football in general. Like we'll just stick them on the 4-week temporary IR because they're going to be out 2 weeks. So instead of like, we'll let them get more rest. We'll just keep them out. If they're going to be out 3 weeks, they're going to the 4-week IR, right? Like Pacheco, Demetrius Knight. There's a Shedeur passing grade. It's a cool insert. Cleveland with another one there. Kevin. What up, John? We're on our 4th box now. We got some nice darts. Cam, Jaden Daniels. Ooh, I thought we had one. Riley Leonard. Oh, but it does look like the Colts are going to... They're going to tag Daniel Jones, but he has a right to get an offer sheet, and then they have a chance to match it. Riley Leonard. Ted McMillan and a Jihad Campbell rated rookie hollow. It's another nice one. Carolina going out to Nick D in the house. Ted McMillan. That doesn't make sense only because they have Tyrone Tracy and Scatabo. Why get Kenneth Walker unless maybe they're going to deal Tyrone Tracy? I think that is the way of the league now, getting two quality running backs, which really makes me wonder why, Montgomery was let go unless there's a plan there. Letting Kenneth Walker go even though they have Charbonnet. I know Tyler Algier is not great, but he really did take the load off of. And there's a Travion Blue as well. Nice one. But again, I just said it earlier. James Cook leading back this year. He won the rushing title this year, right? But I don't think Ray Davis gets enough credit for the way, he can come in there and just pick up where Cook leaves off and really just continue to run the defense down. Oh, that's right. Kubiak went to be the head coach. Yeah. You think so? Well, and not even maybe it's not. I just think they don't plan for him to have a long career. I mean, what was he drafted in the third or fourth round? He went pretty late. He had a great season, but I think people know he doesn't have a lower gear. He's going to run that way every single game he plays. There's a nice hidden potential. So I think they know his time is limited. And I think they're worried about Jackson Dart in that sense too. Oh, keep getting excited. There is James Cook. A.J. Brown. Does he get traded somewhere? I know there's trouble in that locker room. When can these guys start to sign? When's the official league date where other players can start to sign with other teams? Milrow and a Higgins blue. Marion Hampton. Kyle McCord blue. Brown gone for sure, I think. Little contradictory there, but I think that's how everyone feels. Brown's definitely not playing, right? Dude, I hear so many people on the radio and Sirius and stuff and different podcasts. Oh, they've already said Keon Coleman's done. I'm like, do you guys listen to the Bills beats? Because at least from a coach speak perspective, they're hitting the reset button was the phrase that they used on Keon Coleman, meaning they want to give him a chance to be that guy in Buffalo. Alvin Kamara play action. What's this too? I keep hearing about Derek Carr coming back to play for, was it the Vikings? Shador, and speak of the devil, it's been a good Giants break. There's another one. Scat Attack. My son loves this dude. He just likes watching the video of him smashing his head up against the brick wall. Is it March 11th? One day after the One Piece Season 2 release? Yes, I am going to open that case. Corey messaged me tonight and was like, hey, did you ever open any of those One Piece boxes? I was like, nope, the case is still sealed right here. I think I surprised him with my self-control. But the fact that it's a sealed case and I want to be transparent about it with their case mapping and stuff, I've left it sealed. But I'm going to get on it tomorrow because come the 10th, I'm going to be ripping at least 2 boxes of it with my kids. Keandre Lambert, Doug Williams, Ozzie Newsome silver. Start of the new league year on March 11th. He's going to be our patch card. Trey Harris blue. And Jack Beck is going to be our first year fresh. Wednesday's the official. So, man, it's going to start heating up a little bit. That's the day I'll be tuned in. We'll be live a bit, maybe doing some football breaks live, serial numbers and stuff. Matthew Golden and Borregales, kicker. Did Dallas ever get the situation figured out about their kicker? So non-tampering, so they can have conversations but can't sign till Wednesday. So they can make agreements like off of paper. Tyleek Williams, and there's a Shuck. His stuff's skyrocketing. Now that could all change course if the Saints go and get somebody, but sounds like they're going to roll with him. Come on, baby. Let's see it downtown. We got this in 3 more boxes. Myles Garrett. Patrick Mahomes play action. Again, the baseball links up at the top, guys. I genuinely think it's an awesome mix. Great potential there. Only 25 a spot. You do have the new Stadium Club. You have some of the 26 hanger boxes for tops. Then you have 24 Prism Skeen rookie autos in that. And then Donruss, 2025 Donruss. 3 hits in the Prism and Donruss to make up for only the 1 in, there's a Buka. Only the 1 in Stadium Club. But big money potential in the Stadium Club. Some crazy stuff out of there. It's just, you know, you got to open a lot to see it. So Monday we'll hear stuff. Wednesday's when the ink to the paper kind of situation. All right, that makes sense. And then when's the World Baseball Classic start? Is that this weekend? I'm kind of pumped for that. I saw that the U.S. team played the Giants today. The Netherlands played... Who did they play? Forget who they played. Rourke. And there's a Jalen Milroe rookie recruit. Shamari Dyke, Tyler Loop, Jaquez Hunter. Where are all those games played in Florida? There's a Genti. Hey, and Trey Harris. And a Jackson Dart My House. It's a solid card. Again, those should be worth more. They do not get pulled as much. And I don't know why people don't catch on to that. I don't know why the hobby doesn't. Good luck finding one of these for a decent amount of the show. People, I don't know if people just don't put them out or save them, or if the value, they'd rather hold them. But dude, the Giants just absolutely crushing this break. That My House Dart is sweet. I bet you that out of 10 would do well. Graded to 10. Oh, whenever you see the lines on that hollow, it's devastating. Jordan James and a Mike Williams. Benjamin Morrison, Gunnar Helm, and a Judkins Blue, another one for the Browns. Does Aaron Rodgers end up going to play for the Vikes? And if he doesn't, does JJ leave? Jalen Milroe. Let's do more. Spears. There's Algier, Russell Wilson, and a Jack Beck Blue. 2 more boxes to go. I'm going to move some of these sleeve cards just right over here for now. Does Rodgers retire? Is he in Pittsburgh? Like, what's the deal? I'm sure he's going to make sure he makes it as complicated as possible. I feel like he loves to be that center of attention. Unfortunately, I think that time has honestly come to an end for him. I genuinely do. I think people are over. Like, he just doesn't look like Aaron Rodgers out there. What do you think happens with him, Jamie? Resigns with Pitt. He should. He looked like he was in a world of hurt last season. Newsome, Evans, Arian Smith, and Cameron Jordan. Hollow. It'll be our patch card here. This one feels super thick. Mason Graham. Terrence Ferguson. There's a Shador. And how about first year fresh? Jalen Royals. A break wouldn't be complete without a Jalen Royals swatch card for the Kansas City Chiefs. And a Shador. Again, for 25 a spot, if you get one of the top teams, you're getting your money back just with all the rookies and stuff. You're really hunting for the downtowns. You think it's Pittsburgh or retire. You don't think he doesn't want to complete the Brett Favre cycle. Steven Williams. And there's an Amika Igbuka blue. Love this dude. Steve, you're a Pittsburgh fan, right? I know you're a Pirates fan. I'm assuming you're a Steelers fan as well. Alfred Collins and Jackson Hawes. I think he's going to be one of our dudes. I really, really do. I think he's just going to have to step up. Ah, we got another velocity. All right, let's hope it's a good one here. Woody Marks. That'll play. And best Tutties Brown and Hurts. That one will play. Houston Texans. Carl, nice card there. Teal Velocity, Woody Marks. Those do real well. And Rich Gannon. Come on, we have one more box after that. There's an Ewers and Travis Hunter. Need to get another pack of sleeves before we go on to the last box. Come on, baby. Give us one. Keep the case hit magic going. Sean tried helping us the other day with the Starcade, which that card is awesome. That's just an awesome case hit. I think that's kind of the reason they brought him in, right? Like, plus, are they, do they let... I think Rodgers is at the point in his career where he probably wants to leave, I've said this last year, a little bit of a legacy with the person behind him, right? Like, can he train someone? And I think he's willing to do it. He knows he's on his way out. I know that was a big thing with him in the past. He wasn't going to trade his, replacement. But he's at the end of his career, right? Why not? Does Will Howard make sense, like, to sit as a backup another year with McCarthy there? Let Aaron Rodgers train him, hone him, and then maybe they fall into a great pick. Hidden potential Shador. Does Deshaun Watson start this year for the Browns? Or is it Shador? Or is it Gabriel? That's a whole thing there. Woody Marks, Will Johnson, and Mitchell Evans blue. Come on, last box, Mojo. We'll do a full recap, of course, at the end. Odunze, Mason Graham. There's a Buka and a blue Quinn Ewers. Ewers. Tomato. A little mini squeal there. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, we got a rocket ship. Let's see if we can get a good name here. That stuff is good. I want a case hit, but that'll play. Jaden Blue with the rocket ship and a Cam Scatterbo blue. Come on. Still doesn't mean we can't get a downtown here. So 2 teal velocities and the rocket ship emoji. Good cards there. Just could use better names. The Woody Marks is nice. Giants just destroying this thing. All right. Come on. Nico and Josh Jacobs. Last pack Mojo. Come on. Not a bad break at all. I'm not disappointed in it, but it's more exciting when you get to downtown. Bashal Tootin. Scatterbo Hollow. The Giants just continue to eat. And why not to close it out with the Giants? Abdul Carter. Steven Kibler just absolutely ate in this break. Yikes. I don't know where to go with these things. All right, I'm going to recap for you guys. Again, definitely not the worst break in the world. I can live with it, you know, from just a very objective stance. I know it doesn't feel that way if you weren't on the right side of the teams, but with no downtown, we all like to see that. However, I think overall, the product for 9 boxes to do 25, we would have been begging for this 3 years ago. Tons of nice sleeved up stuff here. Rookies, inserts, hollows, all of the above. Just a whole bunch of that here. Then here's our top-loaded non-hits. Shador Sanders, potential. Ewers, Egbuka Blue, another Sanders base. Just going to grab this over here because they did well too. Judkins Blue, Milrow, a Shuck, Sanders, McCord Blue, Milrow, Henderson, Riley Leonard, Giad Campbell Hollow. The Shador passing grade, Judkins Blue, a Cam Ward, and a Shador. I'm going to save this. Here's some swatches. Jalen Royals, first year fresh. Trey Harris Phenom, first year fresh Zach Beck. And Kyle McCord, first year fresh. We had the Quinn Ewers Blue here. A Cam Ward. All right. We had the Rocket Ship Jaden Blue. We had 2 Teal Velocities. The Izaraku and the Woody Marks, both really nice. So 3 SSPs in this. No downtown, but when you get the Rocket Ship 2 Teal Velocities, that's solid. So if you had any of those, congrats. For the Washington, a nice patch here. A Jaden Daniels. But I mean, let's just get into it. Oh wait, and I'm sorry, not done yet. A Tet McMillan patch for Carolina going out to Nick D. So some nice stuff there. But jeepers creepers. For the Giants, just an absolute banger box or break. Abdul Carter, first year fresh. Scat Hollow. Scat Blue. Scat Patch. Jackson Dart Blue. Blue. Phenom, and a My House. I mean, like I said, really not a bad break overall if you had one of the bigger teams. Even the Jaden Daniels patch isn't bad. But I'm going to check real quick just on if we were close on the baseball. I'd throw up some like serial numbers or something to see if we could get us there. But I think we're still hanging right around the halfway point. So we'll hit that up in the morning. Maybe throw a mini up. Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Still a fun rip. We'll get back at it though. Mañana. We're going to fill this baseball break because we're going to get that fantasy stuff filled too. All right, pieces, my nieces. I'll be back mañana. Deuce.